Welcome to the Battle Zone. This is AWL Strong and Free, coming to you from the Greater Toronto area. We are starting off tonight with preview Trios action. We are only 2 weeks away from the King of Trios tournament, and we're starting off with a resurrected battle.
The following Trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the future of the league, the Trios combination of Aztec Kaiser, Neo, Enriquillo del Magico, and Matt Classic 2. Together they are King Jidai, 3 times.
Matt Classic 2, also the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, and the presumptive challenger at Champions Week. We await the full card of that show to be announced. Aztec Kaiser Neo and El Hijo del Magico visiting us from AWL Hontai in the spirit of King of Trios, bringing the entire wrestling universe together. The barrier between the brands of Japan and Canada for the Animated Wrestling League are the weakest they have ever been, and these sort of crossovers are permitted leading up to the tournament.
And their opponents, the Trios combination of the Serpentine Sensation, Kenichi, King Akira, and the leader, the venomous vile serpent of the Nile, Ophidian. Together they are Monster Union.
A bit of a brag there from Ophidian. The Monster Union, they do have a rather impressive collection of #2 contenderships at their disposal at the moment. The Den of Serpents are the #2 rank in the Best 4 for the World's Tag Team Championship, and King Akira is the #2 rank for the Grand Championship. The Unholy Alliance is active in the Joshi Tag Team division as well. So he's not necessarily wrong. A bit presumptuous to assume they're going to be the Kings of Trios, but we'll see what happens. Bang the gong, the wrestling match is on. Opening contest, Trios action, 20-minute time limit. Same rules that we will have at the King of Trios tournament when we make our debut in the legendary Korakuen Horu. Going up to the shoulders fireman's carry position by King Akira, trying to use that height advantage to maximum effect. Does not work as Aztec Kaiser Neo able to temporarily get out of trouble. King Akira from the sands of time, Aztec Kaiser Neo, the man who fights the monsters and protects all that is good and true in professional wrestling. Now facing off against a genuine supervillain in Ophidian the Cobra. And over the top rope, Ophidian with, as always, absolutely perfect body control. The 20 count begins on the outside. We may be in Canada, but our Japanese-inspired wrestling rules do still apply. More here, frankly, than they do back in Japan at the moment. Coming up later tonight, we've got a Fight for 4. It's an over-the-top rope battle royal with a future title shot on the line in the Joshi singles division. Also, we've got tag team action, the newest Canadian member of the United Empire versus the Conglomeration of AEW. For some reason, Mr. Wrestling Machine is still here. He will take on the cold-hearted, handsome devil, Hook. And those two assholes are here too as well, I guess. Under Western wrestling rules, under WWE rules, will be more specific. That would be the end of the match. It would be a double count-out. Both wrestlers would lose. Unfortunately, that's for them. That's not how... Well, fortunately, I should say. That's not how this works. Aztec Kaiser Neo re-enters the ring. Ophidian about to slither his way in, I think, but goes right after the #1 contender. Oh, that is not good. A nasty little shoulder tackle out of the ring. The count has reset. But now there's absolutely nobody for the Aztec Kaiser Neo, the bearer of the Star of Aztec, to tag here. Oh, no, there is. Never mind, no, there isn't. Ophidian, ever conniving, ever thinking. The man who, it can be argued, destroyed Chikara. And the only active reigning King of Trios, who will be leading his faction into the King of Trios tournament, into Karakuen Hall, and he would claim defending champions. The Monster Union, they've been hiding in the background all season, ever since their initial gambit of just attacking the Black Tiger Wrestling Organization backfired on them, and they all got demoted to the very bottom of the best four, taking this long to work their way back up. Collar and elbow in the middle of the ring, looking for some of that power, that superhuman strength granted by the Star of Aztec. That mystical gem in the crest of the helmet. Of course, Ophidian, very familiar with magic jewelry in the world of professional wrestling. Yes, I dare invoke the name of the God of War. And of course, the Lord of Rot as well, connected to that fabled totem. Kick to the midsection. Collar and elbow again. Both wrestlers jockey position. Side Russian leg sweep. Pretty sure they've got snakes in Russia. Why not? Heavy Sky. A mere practitioner of the snake style. Now under the tutelage, under the learning tree of the master of snake style. Goes headfirst into the enemy corner. Tag Kogeki. And so often in tag team and trios matches, it's these double team and even triple team maneuvers that make the difference between three great men and one great team. Vertical suplex, looking for maybe Kaiser Smash. Isatowaza, Kaiser Smash! Isatowaza, ultimate technique. One, if not for the mummy from the Sands of Time, this match would be over. Quick right hand there. Flurry of blows by the snake, by Heavy Sky. Tag made. The original tag team of the Monster Union reunited here. It was Ophidian who decided that the Snakes, the Den of Serpents, were going to be the main tag team.
15 remain.
And that King Akira was going to be the singles competitor. They, of course, have to come together for trios action. As we hit the first time call of the match, 25% of the time limit has expired. Uh-oh. Aztec Kaiser Neo looking to do something extremely dangerous here. Off of the ropes. No, Matt Classic with a bit of a distraction. And it was Matt Classic who defeated King Akira in a #1 contenders match. Only about a week ago, or so, a couple of weeks ago, I think, to become the #1 rank in Best 4. And of course, that means a date with Black Tiger Justice. Ugh. I hate even talking about that guy at this point. Presumably, that match is going to take place at Champions Week, the same week that we're doing the King of Trios tournament, which could mean a massive schedule for the Black Tigers. 14 minutes remaining on this match and the time limit. And looking how King Akira tries to put himself between his opponents. We're running back that #1 contenders match. #1 and 2 ranks facing each other, but only momentarily as the tag is made to the venomous, vile serpent of the Nile, Ophidian. He's going for that Ophidian death grip, drags him down to the canvas. As the Japanese superhero Aztec Kaiser looking to break this up, he does so. Also mainly serving as a distraction. Wait a minute, the referee not looking at the pin! Hang on a second here. 1, that should have been 3. I think Ophidian, the snake, playing possum a little bit. Waiting until he could hear the referee's count or feel the slap of the hand against the mat before reacting. But this match should be over. Simple side headlock takeover by Ophidian. Veteran ring experience, but a bit of a cheap shot by Aztec Kaiser Neo. Collar and elbow tie-up, trying to head back to the... No, we're not. Elbow strike, right hand. And... Oh, wait, the referee, accidentally, senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, is down. It is martial law in that ring at the moment. The referee returns to his feet. Joey's been doing this for many, many, many years. I think maybe the longest tenured employee in the AWL at this point. And I've been here since day one. I don't remember when Joey wasn't around. Certainly our longest tenured in-ring personnel. Looking for that wheelbarrow facebuster, classic Ophidian. But broken up by the newest member of Shin Jidai, El Hijo del Magico. El Hijo del Magico, back in the original days of Shin Jidai, he was kind of an auxiliary member. He was a tag team with his father, primarily, but he would show up when they needed help. Now he's a full-fledged part of the trio. High cross body, but no! Matt Classic! Matt Classic! Matt Classic 2! King Akira saving the day for the Monster Union trio. This match could easily go the 20-minute time limit, in which case it is a push. Nobody wins, nobody loses. Kawada kicks. And now going after the arm of Ophidian. That makes sense. You take away the arm, you take away that Ophidian death grip. And wait a minute, knocking King Akira off of the ropes. But too little, too late, unfortunately. Tag made to El Hijo del Magico. I don't think Ophidian quite realizes it. He does now. Ophidian, oh no. Lucha versus Snake style. DDT, and of course anyone who came through the Chikara system, very familiar with the ways of Lucha Libre. More so than most Americans would be, or Egyptians in his case. Nasty looking dropkick there by El Hijo del Magico. We might be looking for the endless light. El Hijo del Magico doing a great job cutting off his opponent. No, wait a minute. We're going up top. Elbow drop from the top, and the referee is calling that a knockout. A victory for the new era returns, Shin Jidai. Double shoulder tackles, Kaiser smash, and in the end, back to the origins of the AWL. Elbow drop from the top for the win.
Here are your winners, Shin Jidai Itazu.
They are going forward into King of Trios, and Matt Classic 2 is going forward into Champions Week with the opportunities of a lifetime. So, this is happening. Fans are booing already, and they're right to.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring, fighting out of the mean streets of Niigata, Balgo wife Tanaka Kenichi, and his opponent making his way in the ring from the laboratory, clad in power armor. He is the leader of the Augment, Dr. Jikoku.
The mad scientist of professional wrestling. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen Dr. Jikoku coming to the ring on his own. That just doesn't happen. This will be Dr. Jikoku's only second match. He's been in the... I think he might be a season... No, like a Season 1 original. A Season 1 veteran. And this is only his second sanctioned match in the league. Inventing this power armor recently in order to give his team 3 male augments to compete in the King of Trios tournament. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, long, storied career. And I have no idea how he hasn't been fired. Bang the gong, this comedy of errors is on. Face first into the knee, as the power armor granting Dr. Jikoku the strength that well, I wouldn't say mild-mannered, the typical human untrained researcher would never have at any point in their life. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi comes into this match a career record 63 wins, which sounds pretty good when you compare it to 113 losses, meaning a win-loss ratio of minus 50. It means absolutely nothing, and you saw how he just got swatted away there, but good over-rotation on that powerbomb into a pinning predicament, only one. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi became, well, he's been a joke for a long time. What the hell is he doing? Was that supposed to be a submission hold? It's like half a Romero special, and he was like trying to fishhook a nose that wasn't there. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. 10-minute time limit in this non-title match. We know Dr. Jikoku will be appearing at the King of Trios tournament. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi will not. He's going to be in Botsumania this year again, and probably for the rest of his life. Holy shit. Okay, I will say that was a pretty good dive. That's what's annoying about Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi. If he had actually trained properly, if he had actually dedicated himself instead of using every dirty trick in the book to prolong his career past its natural expiration date, he could have been a decent wrestler. These two guys obviously a first ever meeting, as this is the first ever singles match of Dr. Jikoku, and it's really giving us a good chance to see what this power armor can do. Irish whip into the far corner, and a nasty looking clothesline. And it looks like the power armor obviously granting increased durability, increased strength, and that really weird helmet. There's got to be some kind of a heads-up display in there that's allowing Jikoku to see. He's always worn that almost metallic, sort of Cobra Commander-esque mask as part of his lab coat that has meant that we've never really gotten a good look at his face. But he is... I don't know how he's seeing. I'm assuming there's some kind of camera system or something here. We also... There may be a database of potential wrestling moves in there, and he's sort of being taught how to do it by the computer, by the AI, within that power armor. I don't know. But then again, Dr. Jikoku has been at ringside for literally hundreds and hundreds of matches. German! Oh, wait a minute, I reckon... No. Is he going to go for a... No, he does! Oh, God. So how many people are going to piss Okada off? And again, I would not mind seeing Okada beat the living piss out of this guy. And again, I'm pretty sure Okada doesn't watch the product unless he's directly involved, so how the hell is he going to know? What is this going to be? Oh, it's going to be an elbow strike from Tanaka Kenichi, actually trying to hit some offense here. 1, 2. Kick out. 6 minutes and change remaining. Drop kick to the back of the head. Now that's interesting. I wonder if there's cameras in the back there or not. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi showing uncharacteristic athleticism. Elbow drop from the top. One match ago, that was a winning technique. That was Kimarite. But not here. But there we go. The Niigata Street Cutter. 1, 2. Straight from the non-existent mean streets of Niigata. By the way, if you don't know Niigata, it is a rural rice farming prefecture, would be the best word for it. Famous for koshikari rice, onsen, ski resorts. There are no mean streets of Niigata. I used to hang out on the streets of Niigata, and no, there's just no. Back elbow going, and ripping down across the knee there, trying to get some... Oh! And a straight right hand sending Dr. Jikoku, knocking him for 6, as they would say. Who's they? Does anyone still say that? Knock for 6? Cricket reference? I don't know. And, no, the big splash!
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
And Tanaka Kenichi has lasted long enough. For that matter, Dr. Jikoku... This guy's a manager. Dr. Jikoku is a manager of the Augments. The only reason he's in the ring is just because he didn't have time to kidnap someone and make them a cyborg. This Doc Terror wannabe. Irish whip into the far corner. Away from the referee. Well, what is he doing now? Body slam. He's planning something, but I don't know what. Dr. Jikoku with an idea here. And end of days. I don't know what he calls it, but it clearly works. I just realized his music basically says, all for me.
Here is your winner, Dr. Jikoku.
Well, Dr. Jikoku Hakase moves up to 2-0. And in case you thought that actually stepping in the ring might make him a little humble. Okay, Mr. Wrestling Machine, you have been dumped. Get over it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, picking his way to the ring from Canadian parts unknown, the Math Machine, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
Mr. Wrestling Machine formed a desperation tag team with Danhausen at the end of last season that we honestly called Why the Hell Not? Literally nobody else wanted to tag with him, and Danhausen wanted the money and the TV time. Desperate for TV time, and I do not blame the guy. However, when the King of Trios tournament was announced, somebody over in All Elite Wrestling, remember they're still paying Danhausen, presumably, and he was put into the one of two AEW teams, Orange Hookhausen, alongside Orange Cassidy, Hook. Danhausen will get to compete in King of Trios, and this man will not. Mr. Wrestling Machine, who, let's just say there's a very good reason he has no friends. And the signal is lit. They've sent for Hook.
And his opponent being accompanied by Danhausen. Fighting out of stage-marked place, he represents All Elite Wrestling, the cold-hearted, handsome debut, Hook.
Hook enters this match with an AWL record. This will be his 18th AWL match. As currently has a record of 11-6, a ratio of +5. Not quite as good a ratio as he has in All Elite Wrestling, but he is he's on the positive side of the ledger. Mr. Wrestling Machine, on the other hand, 3-8 in the league. And that gives him a ratio of -5. So it's actually mirror records here. -5 meets +5. In what we're going to call a bad breakup match. And the crowd goes mild as soon as Mr. Wrestling Machine starts doing anything. Irish whip off of the ropes. And beautiful judo-style takeover. Not much of a judo background for Hook. He is a former collegiate lacrosse player. And up and down. Almost a package suplex there. Here we go. And Uranagi, lifting Uranagi. Hook, of course, second-generation professional wrestler, trained by his father, the Tasmaniac. Mr. Maniac, as some people still call him. Taz, as everyone who doesn't want to get beaten up calls him. And another one, and these throws of Hook are so fantastic. They do a great job of showing just how good he is, despite his admittedly somewhat slim frame, of moving his opponent around the ring, of using his opponent's momentum against him. And that's why I think he's a valuable asset on a team like Orange Hookhausen. None of whom are going to be the biggest guys in the fight, biggest dogs in the fight, but they are going to be people who bring a great deal of skill to the match. 8.5 minutes roughly remaining here. Plenty of time. We still have our main event to come tonight. It's going to be an over-the-top rope women's Fight for 4 Battle Royal. 8 of the best women's wrestlers in AWL Strong and Free will fight to join Majiku 2, Dragoness, and Athena Jane in the best 4. And then we have here going up, and butterfly suplex. Mr. Wrestling Machine, also a second-generation wrestler, son of the legendary Super Strong Machine, and brother of Strong Machine J from Dragon Gate Pro Wrestling. You may remember the Machines from their brief run in the WWF as well, a generation or 2 ago. Up and down. Mr. Wrestling Machine, dropping the Strong from his name despite still using the family techniques. He came to Canada to learn a more technical, more Canadian style, essentially to learn the Hart-esque style that Canada is so famous for, the reason we are called Wonderland of Wrestle. And a chant to break his fingers by the sickos. AEW gets a little bit of a stick sometimes for... Hang on. 1. And only 1. AEW gets a little bit of stick sometimes for calling their fans sickos. But you know what? Wrestling fans are kind of sick. And there's the Red Rum! Red Rum locked in. This match might be over. Did he not plan for this? Mr. Wrestling Machine? You know Hook's going to go for the Red Rum at some point. And yes, he's able to break the grip and get out of it. That is very, very rare that anyone's able to escape the grip of Hook. Drops him head first, throat first, I should say, across that top rope. 1, 2. Mr. Wrestling Machine, as far as I've seen, despite his claims of being the greatest technical wrestler in the world, or certainly in his own family, he doesn't have a signature submission maneuver. Instead, focusing on his family's techniques, the Machine DDT, there's a complex name for it. The Devil Windmill Suplex, or the Majin Fusha Gatame. And those are what he's been using as his Hisatsuwaza, as his Kibarite, his finishing maneuvers, his match-ending techniques. Danhausen watching this, like, okay, yeah, look, Danhausen walking away from Mr. Wrestling Machine, doesn't even want to look at him. I think we can all basically agree that Team Why the Hell Not is done. That was a one-off at the end of the season. There we go. Machine DDT! And Hook might be in trouble, though. As much product as he has in his hair, he might be able to survive. And he does. Okay, that was actually guts and fighting spirit. It wasn't the hair. That was a joke. Kick to the midsection here. And, interesting. Almost getting an enzigiri there. You didn't get the leg turned properly, but fair enough.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remaining.
Hook looking, beautiful, all the way around the world with that suplex. And now Hook gonna fly, not his usual milieu either. And a straight forearm right to the face, or right to the mask, more accurately, of Mr. Wrestling Machine. Couple of hard right hands, German. On the outside, the referee has begun the 20 count. And remember, Hook has King of Trios coming up, his first ever King of Trios tournament. He wasn't wrestling when the last KOT happened back in 2020. Irish whip back into the ring. Not even an Irish whip, just throws his opponent. And Hook really looking to expand his offense. That might be the influence of one Orange Cassidy, who's a bit more of an all-rounder than Hook is. 1, 2... And there you see it, the shoulder up right before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered, with roughly 4 minutes on the clock in this 10-minute time limit match. And for the second time tonight, the Red Rum. Red Rum. I don't have to tell you what it is, because we all know it's the end of the match. Let's take a look at some of that action in the instant replay. the machine DDT, not enough to stop the Red Rum. 2 finishing maneuvers inherited from their fathers, but Hook's respect for his own family, I think the difference maker in the effectiveness of those techniques.
Here's your winner, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, Hook.
It's the M word in professional wrestling, momentum, as Hook notches his 12th AWL win going into King of Trios. 2 trios sort of represented here. This is going to be a first time ever tag team, as far as I'm aware.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Calabron, Mexico. Almost certain I mispronounced that. Mario.
The noble knight of the Empire has been struggling here in AWL Strong and Free, sent here by the man, I believe, who recruited him into the Empire in the first place, Public Enemy TJP. Templario, 2-2 in the AWL. He was originally teaming with Mark Davis, before Mark Davis also turned his back on the Empire to join the Don Callis family alongside the protostar Kyle Fletcher. And basically, the United Empire has not been able to find a replacement tag team partner for him. That changes now. We are, in the AWL at least, we are breaking up Catch 2-2.
And his partner making his way to the ring from Bergamo, Italy, Crown of Fire, Bronze Disco, Akira. Together they represent the United Empire.
As if that giant United Empire logo on the screen there didn't give that away. But it is true, he's been going a bit of a character metamorphosis lately, going from being the Nova Fireball to the Crown of Fire. The crown in the United Empire, of course, famous signal and hand sign that we can't replicate in this game for some reason. But he is trying to do something new with his life, new with his career, is Francisco Akira. And we're giving him that opportunity. He is apparently being permanently transferred to AWL Strong and Free. He's actually currently contracted with AWL Hontai, or Black Tiger Wrestling, over in Japan, where he's currently 2-4 in AWL action.
And their opponents, being accompanied by freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, the tag team combination of Astuta, Rocky Romero, and Ishii Tomohiro. Together they are the Conglomeration.
Well, the Conglomeration will be a trio at the 2025 King of Trios tournament in Korakuen Hall in Japan, Tokyo. Just down the street from the Big Egg, from the Tokyo Dome, where right now they're having the baseball, the American baseball, the Tokyo Series. The AWL will be in that exact same neighborhood in just a couple of weeks. But it's not going to be Orange Cassidy involved with the Conglomeration. He's part of Orange Hookhausen. The Conglomeration trio will be Rocky, Ishii, and Mark Briscoe of the Briscoe brothers of Dem Boys fame. A couple of interesting tag team combinations here. Collar and elbow tie-up, and Ishii going to try to overpower the little luchador. And looking at this particular matchup, obviously the strength, the power advantage all go to Ishii, but not the height advantage. Templario is slightly taller than Ishii, but Ishii has always been deceptively stocky in his general physique. But what look at this, just grabbing onto that wrist control, going for as many of these clotheslines. This is that never open weight BMF style that has grown up around people like Ishii, Shingo Takagi, people like that. Rocky Romero, a lot more familiar with the Lucha Libre style. And now Rocky versus Francisco Akira. I believe these two have met on opposite sides of tag teams in the Super Junior Tag League. I don't think they met in a Best of the Super Juniors tournament. Over the top rope, right hand. I will remind. Oh god, the backdrop onto the steel superstructure of that AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. Taking a look at the tag team records that are involved here. I know I said this is a first time ever tag team between Francisco Akira and Templario. And I was telling the truth, but not the whole truth. As you saw the match graphic, they're listed as having a tag team record of 2-0. The United Empire competes under the Imperial Rule, meaning that, very similar to Freebird rules, any combination of the team can basically add or subtract from the team's tag team record. So it can be Jeff Cobb, Great O'Con, it can be Catch 2-2, or was Catch 2-2. It can be, hang on, cover here. 1. It can be Francisco Akira and Templario. Right now, the United Empire in 2-on-2 tag team action, undefeated this season in the Animated Wrestling League, at least in the Danshi division. If we take a look over at the Joshi division, the United Empire team of UK Gen 2, 1 and 2, not doing as well. And of course, wait a minute. Oh, a nasty looking leg breaker. Don't know if it actually broke the leg. Those thick thigh muscles doing those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of squats in the Noge Dojo for his entire career, basically. Huge splash. Great hook of the leg. No wasted motion, but not enough to take down a stone pit bull from Bite University. 12 minutes here. Templario. United Empire versus Chaos. Or is it United Empire versus Hontai? We had a question mark in the factional allegiances over in Shinihon Puroresu. After his unsuccessful championship challenge against Hiroki Goto of Chaos, the leader of Hontai, Tanahashi basically saying that there is no barrier now between Chaos and Hontai. But we do know that these two are the Conglomeration, and a sneaky style. Can't hold him for the bridge. Templario able to sneak out. Templario and Rocky Romero have met quite a few times before, both in singles action here in the Animated Wrestling League, but in a great deal of action over in CMLL down in Mexico. Francisco Akira now in. Francisco Akira, not a luchador, certainly a New Japan-style junior heavyweight, although the rate everybody seems to be trying to move up to heavyweight, I don't know how long we're going to be able to say that. As far as I know, he still uses the fireball knees as his signature attack, his Satsuwaza, his ultimate technique, as we say here in the AWL. 10.5 minutes remaining. Nasty-looking chop there. The leg gets caught. Leg sweep by the practitioner of sneaky style. Francisco Akira regains the position. Yeah, will you just stop wooing, please? Thank you. I get that, but why are we paying tribute to the guy at this point? Plenty of time remaining. Oof.
5 minutes have elapsed. 10 remain.
Oh, what is this going to be? Oh, wait a minute. Thought he was going to go for the fireball knees himself. Hits a running Wizardo, I think you might want to call that. Francisco Akira tries for a head scissors. A Hurricane Rana probably doesn't get it. Collar and elbow into, just trying to drag him out of that corner. Rocky knows he's oh god, what has he got, like 7 or 8? He's got the record number of junior tag team title wins in New Japan, he knows not to spend too much time on the enemy side of that invisible line across the hypotenuse of the neutral corners. Now, what do we have here? Oh! Fireman's carry cutter. He's been using that almost J-Driller-like butterfly pile driver that he calls the Sword of the Spirit. From the man who styles himself. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. This could be it. Yeah, he's going for it right now. Isatawaza, Sword of the Spirit. And the United Empire picking up a much-needed win for both of these individuals. Do we have a new Danshi United Empire tag team pairing? I think perhaps we do.
Here are your winner, the United Empire.
Neither of these two men are set to compete in the King of Trios tournament, but they have thrown a stumbling block in the path of the Conglomeration. Tag team field wide open right now. Anything could happen for this new duo. And it is main event time. Some of the best women's wrestlers from all over the world and beyond come together for a shot at Black Tiger Queen. Oof!
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is an over-the-top rope battle royale, and it is a fight for four. Making her way to the ring, from the laboratory representing the Augment, Project Titan. Already in the ring, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, Uta-chan, and Max, the Impaler.
Well, never let it be said that Dr. Jikoku does not have a flair for the dramatic. That Frankensteinian activation of Project Titan as it is sent into the ring. Several of the other wrestlers already here. This is your main event tonight. There is no time limit in a battle royal. We will stick with this match until its conclusion.
Introducing next, making her way to the ring from Veracruz, Mexico, the Lady of Lucha, Lupe Peligro.
There's already one luchadora in the AWL Best 4 from Japan, from Hontai. Majiku 2. Will the Knockout Queen be able to join her, the last of the ladies of Lucha? I love this song.
Introducing next, making her way to the ring, representing All Elite Wrestling, the babe with the power, Willow Nightingale.
Everything sucks, smile anyway. Willow Nightingale has recently gotten involved with Adam Copeland, and the Switchblade, Jay White, in their feud with the Death Riders. Currently trying to find her next step in All Elite Wrestling. Maybe some time here in the Animated Wrestling League, maybe even, a run with the AWL Joshi Championship could be the boost. It wouldn't be the first time Willow has picked up women's gold, I should say, not even tag team, outside of AEW. And of course, one half of the final Campeonas de Parejas.
Introducing next, making her way to the ring from the realm of the Yokai, representing Monster Union, Neko Musume.
Neko Musume and her partner Wild Thing, Viva Monster Union, already in the best four for the Joshi Tag Team Championship. As the Unholy Alliance, they hold the third rank in that list. This is for singles glory, of course. Neko Musume, a fan favorite here in the Animated Wrestling League. Unfortunately, her win-loss record doesn't necessarily reflect that, so this is a huge opportunity for her. This over-the-top rope battle royal, everyone will start in the ring at the same time. You throw your opponents over the top rope, both of their feet, or paws as it may be, must hit the ground, at which point they are eliminated. The last woman or the last individual standing will be the number 4 rank in the AWL Best 4. And they howl across the plains of Iceland.
And finally, making her way the ring from Imperial Iceland, representing All Elite Wrestling, Lady Frost.
Well, Lady Frost, already one half of the Great White North. She's taking a triple attack, a trident-style attack here on the Black Tigers, because she's one half of the number 1 rank, presumably number 1 contenders, presumptive number 1 contenders for the Joshi Tag Team titles. She has already declared, hey, I beat the Canadian National Champion in a match. I should be challenging for that title at Champions Week. You're asking for double duty and now asking for a future shot at the Joshi singles title. If she can survive this battle royal, and survive is the correct term. Bang the gong, the main event is on. I'm not going to try and call every move, you're just going to have to watch the show. Oh! Very few people able to do that to Max the Impaler, a one-armed Uranagi, I think, from Project Titan. Right hand, Lupe Peligro, the Lupe and the Lapin. Oh, here we go. The reverse choke slam, or the inverted choke slam. Now, normally that would lead to a pinfall, but there are no pinfalls in this match. The thing about Battle Royals, Battle Royals are so dangerous. A lot of people think of them as these sort of, these fun little bonus matches where, oh, you get to see all the wrestlers at the same time. No, these are dangerous. You've got exponentially more fists, elbows, feet, and knees in that ring, meaning more chances of an errant shot, more chance of somebody getting injured, more bodies that could be damaged. Of course, you also have to shift your strategy. If you're a submissions expert... wait a minute, we've got our first elimination. Usa-chan is out. Double helicopter hit scissors from Lady Frost, who's got some experience down in Mexico. Max the Impaler, they are in trouble. They are able to return to the ring. The non-binary nightmare from the wasteland. No, I thought I was going to try and eliminate Willow Nightingale. Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd saving herself as well. If you're a submissions expert or a technical wrestler like Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd, none of that's going to help you here. If you're someone who usually finishes their match by pinfall, not an option. If you're a submissions expert or even a knockout expert like Lupe Peligro, tough. Normally you can't win a match by over-the-top rules, but here that is an opportunity. But here that's the only way to win. Oh, what do we have here? Big drop, big splash. And some kind of a cutter there by Lady Frost. I was looking elsewhere in the ring. We are down to 7, and these things are always even more difficult when there's an odd number of competitors, because there's always somebody without a dance partner. So you have to keep the eyes in the back of your head. Neko Musume landing on her feet, or landing on her back paws, and hits a cutter. And the Queen of Murder Gymnastics showing how she got that nickname. And again, Code Red, or Code White, that would usually be a cover, And that's incredibly dangerous. The temperature drop. I think she's actually now calling that the icicle. I'll have to double check that next time she's on Ring of Honor. Nope. Not able to Irish Whip Project Titan over the top rope. Oh no! Lady Smooth landing on her feet. She's not a gymnast, but she's an excellent technical wrestler. The penalty kick right to the chest. Not getting your 2 out of 3 falls here. And a Romero sleeper. An interesting choice, especially in a Battle Royal situation. I think that's going to be a problem here. A lot of these wrestlers are not adapting to the Battle Royal situation. Claw slam by Project Titan. Dr. Jikoku already picking up a win for the Augments, and it feels really weird to say that. Double choke slam. Not exactly a long-term alliance there. And we've only got 3 women currently standing. Project Titan, Neko Musume, and Jessica Kidd. Oh, come on. I don't know why Project Titan didn't try. White Knees of Dover. From the British-born Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd of the United Empire. Whip into the corner. It's been several minutes without an elimination as we all pay very rapt attention to the screen here, trying to follow all of this action. Max the Impaler, they are in big trouble here. But no, they're able to elbow their way back into the ring. Well done. Up and down. Neko Musume is in a very vulnerable position here, standing on the ropes, and I think Max just realized it, and no! The cat was playing possum! Sneaky little kitty! Sneaky, sneaky kitty cat. Unfortunately, Willow Nightingale, the babe with the power, more than enough power to eliminate Neko Musume. We are now down to 6, at least at the moment. Lupe Peligro, able to save herself, return to the inside of the ropes. Willow in trouble now. 2 women who fought in the final days of Chikara, both pissed off that it has to be a men's-only tournament this year. Again, there is legislation before the appropriate committees in both Japan and Canada that would allow us to return gender wrestling, which, you know, if you're a former Chikara fan like myself, you're a big believer in equal rights and equal fight. Beautiful power slam, over the shoulder power slam by Max the Impaler, and I don't know what Lady Frost was doing there, just throwing herself at something. And no, there goes Willow. 2 AEW contracted wrestlers, one eliminating the other. No alliance here. Willow is associated with the Conglomeration being thrown out, and I think, yeah, Lupe Peligro has been eliminated by Project Titan as well. We are down to 4. Lady Frost of AEW, Project Titan of the Augments, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd of the United Empire, Max the Impaler of the Wasteland War Party. And they're going to join. One of them will join Majiku, Dragoness, and the newly returned and also member of the United Empire, Athena Jane, the newest recruit of the Empire. In the AWL Best 4, Lady Smooth holding on for dear life, the skin of her very British teeth. Actually, she has quite nice teeth. I'm not gonna insult her. Back into the ring, and oh, nasty lariat by the former NWA Undisputed Television Champion. Inverted DDT by Lady Frost to the non-binary Nightmare. Right hand. And oh, okay, that's going to be a fine for the headbutt. I remember that metallic, I don't know if that's a helmet or that's her actual head. The mad science of Dr. Jikoku. That is Concussion City for Lady Frost. Irish Whip in the far corner, and she's looking at 2 championship matches at Champions Week for the Canadian national title and the Joshi tag belts. Following elbow tie-up, and Enzigiri. Everybody in the AWL roster, Japan, Canada, doesn't matter. Everybody wants to wrestle in Korakuen Hall, the mecca of professional wrestling in Japan, and one of those like signature arenas around the world. You've got this checklist in your head in your career as a pro wrestler. I want to wrestle in Korakuen. I want to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome, Arena Mexico, Wembley Stadium, Madison Square Garden, the ECW Arena, places like that where the arena itself is the sacred ground, the crucible of combat. And remember, oh, wait a minute. Oh, very, very dangerous. Not for the first time in the contest. Lady Frost taking a very dangerous stance here. Uh-oh. Oh, sit-out powerbomb. If she had just managed to shift her weight, I think Lady Smooth could have gotten out of that. No, there goes the Project Titan. That was a good Project Titan. Max the Impaler. They have eliminated the only other giant in this match, the only other powerhouse. It's a Technic, it's a Luchadora base, essentially. And it's Max the Impaler. We could be down to 2 in just a moment here. Maybe the bit of an assist. No! All on her own. Lady Frost, I believe that's her second elimination after Willow. Irish Whip, off of the ropes. Oh! Smash. I know we just got rid of the British girl, but smashing. Absolutely smashing, I will call that. Drop kick right to the back. Max the Impaler absolutely not caring a lick about their opponent's safety, even in this over-the-top rope battle royal situation. This is for a shot. Sling Blade into the drop kick. This is for a shot eventually at Black Tiger Queen, excuse me. And the AWL Joshi Championship. Someone has got to break the stranglehold that is currently held over the Animated Wrestling League. The Black Tigers controlling every single championship. We've got to stop them. King of Trios will give us opportunities, 3 golden opportunities. Endless Light! She has been studying her Lucha Libre. Collar and elbow, trying to get the elimination here. Right to the middle of the ropes, and the snap and super kick, and down goes Max. Lady Frost survives, outlasts 7 other Joshi wrestlers.
Here's your winner, Lady Frost.
An absolute win for Lady Frost, and we take a look now at the updated Best 4 for the Joshi Singles Division. Massive congratulations to Lady Frost. Very well done. And that's going to be it for us tonight. Next week, it's the Go Home Show. We'll see you in hopefully 7 days. Korede, Himarida.